Okay, this is part 6. All right. This will be. I tried my best, bro. I really tried, but I can't. But this will be the 6th hour. I hope we will get it done, in this one part right there. I doubt it because Dr. K is getting on my nerves, to be honest. All right. Blair is making me like on the last, part, I almost cried because of Blair. She basically, told us basically that her mother died at a very young age and that was her only support she had, and damn, like damn. And then I imagined like, all right, just watch the part, where I almost cried. I don't know, it's like almost at the end if you want to know, but that's all I can tell y'all. The rest, just watch everything, please, please, and also like, subscribe, and comment, right away, because I will do that for 20 plus years. I'm all about mental health, you know, more than healthy gamer can ever be, you know, and I don't do obvious statements and obvious questions because now what? Listen to this, bro. Listen to this.
Go to please everyone. And if I even try to make myself happy, it makes my family unhappy or it makes my friends unhappy or it does like, it's just like, it's exhausting.
Sounds like you're fucked.
Yeah.
Stating the obvious. Okay, but I don't need your obvious statement. Help me. Help me.
Yeah, there's no right choice ever, like ever.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember.
There's no right choice ever. There is no right choice. And then she said ever. Ever is a lie. You know, there is a right choice. But basically, she's saying there is no right choice ever, and he said he agrees with her, and saying, yeah, okay, no right choice ever. Okay, okay, okay. So I don't want to get into it, bro. What is right and a wrong choice? Like so. Nah, I'm not getting into
But
that.
at the beginning, we talked about conflict. Sounds like you're fucked.
Yeah, there's no right choice ever, like ever.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, but at the beginning, we talked about conflict.
You know, bro, do I really have to do it, bro? Because he's already like jumping onto the next one, bro. And you didn't even like, you just said, yeah, 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 you're right. You know, like, there's no right choice ever, like, ever. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Okay. You do deal with it, like, sounds like you are fudged, you know? But yeah, you deal with it, like, but let me talk about conflict for a second. Let me talk about this dude, bro. This dude, I can't with him. I can't. I just can't, bro. No. Oh, yo. Okay. So let's talk about right choices. Okay. So in spiritualism, there is a choiceless awareness. All right. So you are so aware that there is no choice. Why? Because you already know like what you have to do in life. So it's like you don't have a choice. Like, for example, do I do will I- or do I become a doctor or a psychiatrist? Okay, no, no, no. Doctor is a psychiatrist, but do I become a doctor or a lawyer? Okay, but um, like the, like the choiceless awareness, it's not it's not asking like you won't like there wouldn't be a question like should I become a doctor or lawyer, but there will be like for example for me like I don't have a choice in that, like it's crazy because it really feels like I don't have a choice anymore. Like it sounds crazy, but it really sounds like it. Um, because if I gave you the reasonings, it's like wow, okay, but basically I don't have any choice but to help other people. Like this feels like my life mission. To help other people with mental health because I went into it, and I know how miserable it is. I know what it can leads into, you know, and I don't want it for anybody, So it's like, and even if I want to even do something else, I always come back to trying to help people with mental health issues if they want help. And even if they don't want help, about mental health issues, at least, I help people, like in general, like even if it's just outside physically and stuff like that, I do that, so it's like something clicked inside of me where it's like I have to do it, like okay, let's just say I need it's like I need to help people, but helping people physically, it's a little bit like it's a little bit I mean I still do it, but I can't help a lot of people by physically helping people. Like I can't help more people, just by helping one person physically. Like let's say I help a blind man, what I did, but it doesn't really matter. A blind man, to tell him basically that the restaurant is closed, and then I help, or we, my brother, little brother, and me helped him to go over the streets, you know? And bro, like, but like with this, with this one help, I couldn't help like hundreds of other people, So it's like, okay, how do I even help as many people as possible, so it was like online, YouTube, streamer, TikTok, social media, you know, where they're already like are my customers. You are not my customers, like we are more friends, okay, than we are like business. We are doing business. We are not doing any kind of business, all right? You better treat me as a friend more, okay, than I am like, I don't know, like a psychiatrist. What I am not, all right? Okay? So I'm not like somebody who has authority, especially not over you and stuff like that. So, and don't you ever think that way, okay? We are at the same level. We are like friends, all right? So you can also tell me like everything and also like point out things to me. Like if I say something really, really bad or whatever it is and whatever, all right? So yeah, for me, really, it's crazy. Yeah, I know. But I don't have a choice anymore. I have to help people, but also the beautiful thing is I would love to help. I would love to help anybody. Like this is basically my mission since I became spiritual because I did it with family and friends. Nobody really understood. So I was like, okay, let's do YouTube. But I didn't do it. I then went for crypto instead. I was like, okay, let me reach financial freedom first and then do that. But it didn't work out as well as I thought because I did a lot of mistakes. I was greedy. And then I was like, okay, let me get into spiritualism better, again, like because that's where where like where it again makes sense. Like I was not in a good place when I did crypto, and now when I do this kind of content, it it actually is fun, you know. And okay, this basically is like my head is already like really hot just by thinking a lot, and reacting, well, like reacting, I do reactions, but also because of Dr. K, bro. Like, bro. Okay, so basically, this is, like, there is no right choice. There is a right choice, but you just have to know what it is, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Right? How you're conflicted. Do
Yeah.
you share mental health stuff? Because it burns you. And like now, Blair, like it's sort of making sense, right? Like you're concerned about your appearance because it sounds like your entire life you've been judged based on your appearance. And
Yeah.
in such they didn't just judge you, like they didn't judge your appearance. There's a difference between judging your appearance and judging you based on your appearance. Because like you were literally taught, there was like 10-year-old Blair who was taught that your value as a human being depends on whether you dress like a hussy.
Yeah.
As a human being depends on whether you dress like a hussy.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things, and if you wear those things, your worth as a person decreases.
Yeah.
No way you said that, bro. No way. Like, it's like saying, well, if I wear the Indian, like style outfits, my value, like my worth decreases as a person. You dumb? You okay, bro? Dr. K, you okay? Like, Dr. K, you are okay? Are you dumb? Like, what is it, bro? Like, and bro, if you don't explain now, because he, I still have it in my head because I'm not letting that go. Nowhere. All right. First of all, he said confidence. Confidence is about, you know, your worth. Then he said, oh, wait. Then Blair said, um, wait, isn't a confidence like the same as security? He said, I think so, but let me finish first. So I'm waiting, And then he said, confidence you gain from failure. So people have to reject you first, and then you can gain confidence. And she was like, interesting. And I was like, very interesting, So I'm very curious, like, come on. Come on, like, what is it really, bro? Like, I don't understand.
Which is kind of crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It,
No, it is. Yeah.
What is
and
crazy? Wait,
Yeah.
like there's certain things, and if you wear those things, your worth as a person decreases,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy,
Yeah.
right?
your worth doesn't decrease. All right? Just you look a little, bro. Connect the dots, connect the dots, bro. Like if you look, if you look different, all right, in school, guess what? And even at in the slightest, that's like how society is, and especially in school, all right. If you look the slightest differently, guess what? They are picking on you. They are picking on you. Like it could be also even harassing. Oh, you go to rehab, for depression and eating disorder. You are different. They don't like it. If you are different, you get picked on. All right. So your value as a person or your worth as a person doesn't decrease. All right. They are just kids who are picking on you. Like, but it doesn't mean that your worth is decreasing just because you are wearing something else. Like again, does my worth decreases because I don't have even a worth? Like I don't need that to be confident. I don't need that. Dr. K, bro, explain yourself. What is
Yeah,
confidence?
And,
no, it
About what
is.
it
Yeah,
is?
and so here's the
Because we are still at developing confidence, all right? But we are almost done in 4 minutes. So
unfortunate thing, which is that stuff like carries with you, right? Like your brain has been programmed. It's not that you're, I mean, sure, I'm sure you can get diagnosed with all kinds of shit, but I don't think that you're sick. I think what you are is
yeah,
conditioned.
yeah,
You're conditioned to feel worse about yourself when
the thing is, he's saying, I think. It's like, I don't know, but I believe.
all kinds of shit. But I don't think that you're sick. I think what you are is
yeah,
conditioned.
yeah.
You're conditioned to feel worse about
What do you mean with thick? Not thick. My bad. I did too many THs. What do you mean with sick? All right. What do you mean by that? Because, bro, like you are talking mental issues, mental health issues, because she has some. She has some, even if it's not like really real. For her, it's real. All right. So she has some. So she is like, if sick means having mental health issues, then she is sick, right? But yes, you're right. She is conditioned. But guess what, doc? Guess what? You are conditioned too. You are conditioned to be an Indian. You are conditioned to believe that you had to go and be or do a doctor title, all right? Psychiatrist. You are conditioned to stating the obvious. You are conditioned to ask the obvious, all right? Like these kind of things, all right? So, be everybody is conditioned. You know, we live sadly in this world where we get conditioned at a very, very young age. And that's how we go, right? So that's how society, got built the way it is now. All right. We are all got conditioned. All right. Punishment, reward and punishment. All right. 6, 7. Like these kind of things, you know, it is basically in our mind, like burned in our brain, because, well, guess what? If you don't have good grades, you get punishment. Oh, wait, if you are not learning good in school, you get a punishment, which will be your grade. Like, if you don't learn enough, and you're not the smartest, guess what? You will probably get a bad grade if you didn't cheat, of course. Like, there are a lot of options because, I did a few things too. But basically cheating in high school. But basically we are getting conditioned to be like a good girl or a good boy, to do everything correctly, and also when the parents are saying something, do it correctly. Like Dr. K is a good boy, like he really did what his dad said, even if he was over 20 and stuff like that. Went to India, to get a little bit more spiritual or whatever, and still, finished his graduation, his title or whatever it is. Good boy, very good, very good boy. Like you are really conditioned, like as Blair also is very conditioned. Like y'all are really following all this, stuff. Well, okay, maybe like she didn't wear the things, but she did it because of, because her friends, you wanted to hang out with friends and stuff like that. You are still conditioned because you think you need friends and stuff like that. But it's okay, everybody is conditioned. I was conditioned, a very hard condition. Well, not really. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really that conditioned. But I then noticed it that I was conditioned, or I am conditioned. And then I unconditioned a few things. There are still a few things that are conditioned, you know, programmed, which I still have to undo. That I know consciously, all right? But so basically, we are all conditioned, some more than the others, but believe me when I say this, there is a lot of stuff that we are conditioned to, and we have to undo all of it.
About yourself when it comes to your appearance. And somehow you've managed to undo some of that conditioning when it comes to things like baking or humor.
Yeah.
Because I'm not hearing your dad ever say, you're not a good human being because you cracked a joke. What I'm hearing him say
Yeah.
is like, you're not a good human being if you wear a tank top.
Yeah.
You're not a good human being is crazy.
What do you think? How let's just
Yeah.
pause for a second. I'm just seeing you process.
Yeah. No, I'm just, yeah, that's all I'm doing is that's what I'm doing. It's just processing.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know how, I don't know how to get better at it. Like, I'd love to get better at it. I just don't know how.
Yeah, great. That's an excellent question. So I think the
Oh my God, my God. Okay, let me promote my Twitch really quickly. I'm sorry. 28 out of 30 followers, they now it's day 21. It will be day 21 today. Wait, wait, it's actually yesterday was already 21. So today is day 22 out of 300 365, where I streamed zero subs because I didn't know that, but you can only get subs when you reach 50 followers. So please, guys, please follow me on Twitch, and so I can do it live, like I can do these things also live. Please, guys. All right. Let's take that away.
first thing, so here's how you get better. Okay. So the first thing is that it sounds like you may actually, I don't know if you have mental health treatment providers, but I think this is absolutely the kind of shit that you talk about in therapy. This is treatment providers, but I think this is absolutely the kind of shit that you talk about in therapy. This may be therapy level stuff. And what
Yeah.
I mean by that is like it sounds like at one point you had an eating disorder. There may be some kind of, I mean, I think everything gets called anxiety. In your case, I really think about it more like trauma, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And not to say that you have PTSD, but like this is the other problem with mental health is that, trauma can have effects on your psychology that are not PTSD.
Yeah.
And so I think understanding those, like this is the whole problem, is that everyone equates in psychiatry, they equate trauma with PTSD. But PTSD is a specific condition. But I think you've been, taught lots of things about how your value is as a person. I think you've got to explore those because that shit sounds traumatic. I also think unfortunately, I don't know if you can do this alone, or maybe you can do it alone, but I don't think it's worth it to try. So I
Okay.
think
Yo, yo, no way, no way, no way he said that. No way he said that. I don't think it's worth it. It is worth it to try it alone, bro. Why? Then you might lose a customer. Do you say that to all your customers? Is that the little trick that the psychiatrists are doing? Like, I don't think it's worth it to try it alone. You know, you could harm yourself and stuff like that. Guess what, genius? All right? Only she can change herself. All right? Only she can change herself. And that I learned quite fast. And I'm not even a therapist, but I talk to other people, you know. And what is my conclusion? You know, everybody at the end of the day, everybody has to change for the better for them, like from themselves, you know, like they have to do it. Like nobody can you but yourself. Like nobody can your inner, like, let's say, it's a little bit difficult to say, like nobody can change basically your mind but you. So it is well worth it, you know, to try it alone. And everybody need uh has to try it alone. Like nobody can do it for you, you know? Only you can change your mind. I can't change your mind, you know? But only you can truly change your mind. What I mean by that is like completely change, you know, the way you speak, the way you think, the way you feel and stuff like that. Okay, not the way. Wait a minute. Let me see if I do it. Not the way you feel. Okay, not the way you feel. My bad. My bad. But you can basically then decide sometimes if you want to feel it or not. You know, if you want to think about it, if you don't want, if you want to think about it or not. If like basically if you want to identify uh it for yourself, like it identify it, and then it becomes like, you know what is going on if you identify yourself with a thought. You know, you get probably to go overthinking and stuff. So it, bro, if that's like a one-on-one textbook from psychiatrists to saying, you know, I don't think it's worth it to try it alone because then they could lose customers, you know, like this is crazy. This is crazy, you know? Like everybody, like I did it alone, you know? And if I can do it alone, I'm telling you, everybody can do it alone. Like I have an IQ of 95, bro. You probably have a bigger IQ than me, which doesn't mean a lot. Not that much, while you still need like a well above like good IQ, you know, to at least understand the words. And then you just have to understand, like realized, or, yeah, understand your body, your mind, your thoughts, you know, and then you observe everything and stuff like that. Like, this is worth trying alone. Why? Because only you can do it actually alone. Like, nobody can, like, observe you yourself, you know? Like, nobody can observe your thought. Only you can observe your thoughts in the inner, you know, psychologically speaking. What somebody can help you with is to just basically say it how it's been done, like the method. There is not like a real method because then you could get be like you could get stuck there, in relying on this simple method. But like it's a good method to at least not overthink. All right, because the realization of um who you truly are and stuff like that, it's basically you have to know it for yourself. Like you have to understand it for yourself. Like there is not like a real method, I would say, like I mean, yeah, it's difficult to say, man. It's really difficult to say. I mean, you can realize it, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
You should get help from
Like, okay, let me think about it then, because I just didn't want to think, to be honest. Um, so the method, right, that I'm saying, like you can observe yourself and stuff like that, that is good for being more conscious, And if you get more conscious, then thought may not. You know what I mean? Like thoughts can then disappear. Like they are not there at this moment right then. Okay? But what I can't really explain to you is like when it's when the thought stopped and there are no thoughts like in this very moment and you just are conscious, then you could realize that you are, you know, this is something you have to realize your own, but basically that you are nothing. And this realization, there is no method for that. Like you need to understand or realize it for yourself then. I hope I made it clear.
some kind. And
I made myself clear.
therapy may be a good idea, but it's not just therapy. But I don't think it's. I also think unfortunately, I don't know if you can do this alone, or
I don't know if you can do this alone. Well, guess what, doctor? I know she can do this alone because I know she has to do this alone by herself. I mean, I can be next to her, you know, hel- hold her hand or whatever, but she still has to go through it alone because that's here in her, mind, not my mind. So,
maybe you can do it alone, but I don't think it's worth it to try.
maybe you can do it alone, but I don't think it's worth to try it because then I would maybe lose a potential customer and I don't want that. Get out of here, bro. Get out
Try.
of here, bro.
So I think you should get help from some kind, and the therapy may be
Get help from me, all right? Blair, I do it for free. I promise you, I do it for free. Like, I heard your story and you moved me that much. Well, okay, I'm not really because I mean, you moved me, like you got me emotional. Yeah, like not everybody can do that. But basically, I do it for free for everybody, basically. Like as of right now, I do it, for free for everybody. So if you really want, I can do it for free, you know? And basically, we don't have to like do nothing, like I don't have to be personally there. We can do it like offline also or online, it doesn't matter. And then I basically guide you because I am a genius, A genius means spiritual guide. So I can spiritually guide you, okay? Spiritually guide you through basically the method until you reached that state and then you have to realize it on your own. เคยกินแล้วเทื่อหนึ่งโอเคขอบใจเก็ดมง yeah. Okay, my dad like just bring me my food, which is pasta with mushrooms, which I made it myself, basically. But I don't know, like that's how he shows love. But I mean, bro, I'm 29. I can do it by myself, but still, like you will be always children for your parents. And yeah, I can't eat it right now, actually. I can't eat it right now because that's way more important. I mean, I could do it, because then I don't have to like be too conscious about it. But I wanna be because I think that's very important because Blair, you know, just like every other human being is very important. And don't want you to see I don't want you to see with mental health problems no more. I want everybody basically to not have mental health problems or at least severe mental health problems. But like one thing I can like almost guarantee you is that if you had severe mental health problems, at least it's not severe anymore. You know, you are not overthinking anymore. And then it's like almost all the mental health issues goes away with that. Hey, bro, but I will DM you. I will DM you, Blair, for sure. For sure, Ski. Um, yeah, like this is BS. Dr. K, you are BSing, bro.
A good idea. But it's not just therapy, right? Because I think the other thing that we're hearing is that like you had a very positive influence in your life that you haven't had for 4 years. And while there's no replacement for your mom, there should absolutely be people in your life who treat you the same way that she treated you because you deserve that. Do you have other people like that?
Now he goes again with the deserving. What people deserve and what they don't deserve. The authority of deserving. I'm done with this dude, bro.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, right? Like nobody should have to, like, I don't know, like I don't expect anyone to be nice to me.
Yeah, so that thought needs to change. When you say it's a lot of pressure to put on someone, what are you putting on them?
To be nice to her.
Um
What?
I don't know, them to be like, like that's a lot. Like I don't know, it's a lot to like
Sure. So
Like, try to
care
be
about
nice.
somebody. Like,
Wait,
and
wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
want to
wait,
ask
wait, wait,
people to
wait, wait, wait. Try to be nice to somebody all the time, you know, and not say something mean and or something like that. Like, try that. Try that, bro.
I don't know, them to be like, like that's a lot. Like I don't know, it's a lot to like
sure. So
care
I
about somebody. Like, and I don't want to ask people to care about me. Like I don't know.
why not?
Uh, is it selfish?
Hello. Oh, wait. It is selfish. Wait, are they thinking or what? Oh, wait. Okay, okay. Wait, give me 1 second. Wait, yeah, let him think. Let him think. Let me think for a second, please.
So
Okay,
just because it's selfish doesn't mean that
this
you
is
don't
crazy,
deserve it.
bro.
I don't think, and this might be totally off base, but I don't think anybody like deserves anything. I don't know. Like I don't think I deserve anything.
Okay, wait, wait,
Like
wait, wait. Wait, what was the
So that
question? My
thought
bad.
needs to change. When you say it's a
What did he
like
say?
nobody should have to, like I don't know. Like I don't expect anyone to be nice to me.
yeah, so that thought needs to change.
Why?
When you say
Why? Because, bro, what did she even say? I don't know. Like, I don't expect anyone to be nice to me. You should, like, that is true. You should never expect actually anything. You shouldn't expect somebody to be nice to you because if you expect it, that they will be nice to me or they should be nice to me, and they are not, guess what? You are getting hurt. So, did you ever heard something like keep your expectations low? Well, guess what? Let me rephrase that. Don't have any expectations, all right? Especially when it comes to human beings. Because if you expect, oh, I expected he was like a, I thought, expected is like the same. I expected like he would be like a nice friend, but actually like my expectations wasn't really like didn't really meet and he is not that nice or friendly of a friend, like he might be friendly sometimes, but then also he likes to troll or annoys me, or makes me insecure about things because hey, and then you get hurt because you expected something and you then what what happens if your expectation uh doesn't meet the reality? You get disappointed, you get hurt, you feel sad. So, Dr. K, you are talking trash again. Damn, like this is already like the 20th time.
But I think it's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, right? Like nobody should have to, like, I don't know. Like I don't
Dr. K, don't you feel that? Like that is pressure, And you shouldn't say like I deserve it. Bro, like he really is the authority of deserving.
expect anyone to be nice to me.
yeah, so that thought needs to change. When you say it's a lot of pressure to put on someone, what are you putting on them?
Um I don't know, them to be like, like that's a lot. Like I don't know, it's a lot to like
Sure. So
care.
I
Sure, bro. Sorry, but I already know. Like I would never hang with Dr. K around just like that, bro. I would never do that. You know, after hearing and listening to him, like for like I don't even know, bro, like 5 hours or something. I'm telling you straight up, like after probably a few hours talking to you, I already know like if you are like basically cool or not, like if you are somebody who is easy to deal with or not, like if you are like a difficult person or not.
About somebody. Like, and I don't want to ask people to care about me. Like, I don't know.
Why not?
Uh, because it's selfish.
I love that, bro. He is asking the questions because it's so easy to ask these questions. Like, does that make sense? Why not? How do you feel? Like, these questions are so easy to put. And this is maybe 101 textbook for psychiatrist dummies. All right? But it's not working, bro. Like, and then why not? Oh, yeah. And then she said, because it's selfish. Guess what? It is selfish to ask people to care about me. Do you care about me? To care about me. It is selfish. Now what? Now what, doctor?
Why not?
Uh, because it's selfish.
You thinking, is it selfish? I'm sorry, Dr. K, bro. I know it's really hard for you too. It's really hard for you too. Like, especially like if you're clueless and you do that, like this is very, very hard. And he's going, she's right, man. She's right. That is selfish. Damn, bro. Like, what now? Like, can I think for a second? That would be the cherry on top. Please. Please say it. Please.
So just because it's selfish doesn't mean that
He's even admitting it because that's the truth, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like this is my type of entertainment. Like this is my type of entertainment. Like I can you know li- watch anything basically, and almost every time I get entertained. Only the only thing where I'm not getting entertained is when they only lay facts, all right? When it comes to nature, science, all right? In not an entertainable way, of course. Then I'm like in an awe, in this awe, like, wow, like penguins really do that? Okay, you know, or, like I'm learning. This is educational. But this, bro, this is hilarious. Like, this is looking at a character, me, Dr. K, whatever his name is, and he thinking he is a psychiatrist and he can help people, and then I see it live, or we see it live, bit more like me, I see it live, and I see, I really observe really, really, really crazy. Like I am trying to be that aware that like I don't miss anything out, okay? And then it's like, wow, like he really is clueless, because Blair just said it right. Like, you know, I don't want to ask people to care about me. Why not? You should know better. Like, you shouldn't even ask this question. Why not? And then, because it's selfish. Is it really selfish? Oh, yeah, that's selfish. It's selfish, but okay, now we go.
you don't deserve. So just because it's selfish doesn't mean that you don't deserve it.
Oh, Mr. Authority of deserving comes back. Doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. Oh, he is all about deserving. I see. He's saying it so often. He's like, I deserve these things, and these things I deserve not. You know? Like, he really truly believed that. Oh my God. Like, who are you to decide? Who are you to decide, bro? Who are you? Tell me. Oh my God. He's getting on my nerves. That is
I don't think,
crazy.
and this might be totally off base, but I don't think anybody like deserves
Any.
anything. I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Checkmate. Checkmate. That is my type of entertainment. Checkmate. Blair, you just put a checkmate on him. You just put a checkmate on him. Damn. Yes. Yes. You are right. You are 100% right, Blair. Nobody deserves anything, really. Well, okay, maybe you could say love. No, 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 no. All right. No, you are right. Nobody deserves anything. All right. Guess what? You have to work for it. And that's where where it comes with the corporate life. Like, I don't deserve it. I have to work for it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I need to deserve for. I need to work hard for it. It's not about deserving or something like that. But no, I don't want to see you also like the vision that I have to work hard for it and stuff like that, and that you deserve anything. Again, like for example, like I really went crazy with the meditation, right? And what came out of it, like this is the outcome, you know? It's not I deserve it. No, this is the outcome. So the outcome was like I got way more conscious, all right? So the, it's like it's not like oh, I made it meditated so much. I deserve enlightenment. And for Blair it's also like that, like you know, I mean, okay, I worked at this corporate, I don't know how you call it, like firm, like corporate firm, I guess, and corporation, and she worked hard for it, and the outcome was she was on top of it. It's not about deserving or not. Beautiful, beautiful,
Like, I don't think I deserve anything. I think I
beautiful,
have to like work hard to
beautiful. She's reading my mind. She's reading my mind.
earn it. Like, I don't deserve anyone to care about me. I don't.
Yes,
Does that make
yes.
sense? I don't know if
It
that's
does make
right.
sense.
Oh, yeah, it really does make sense. And if you said it doesn't make sense, like, then I probably would have wrote you an email and like, hey, Dr. K, I reacted to a lot of videos, and you need to put the pen down. Not the pen down, but you need to put the cam down. All right? Don't do it live anymore. Don't show it to the public because, you know, like there will be somebody out there, who is seeing that, all right, who knows a little bit about the human being and see through all of it.
I just
Okay.
disagree.
Okay.
This dude is driving me insane. It does make sense, but I just disagree. Like, it does make sense, like the way you explained how a smartphone works, But I just want to disagree because I already laid everything out, and you just put a checkmate on me. And I just disagree to get checkmated on. Yo, this can't be real.
I think that
This can't be
Care
real.
about me. I don't. Does that make sense? I don't know if
it
that's
does make
right.
sense. I just
Okay.
disagree.
Okay.
I think that you are worth people caring about you. What do you think about that?
Bro, they just try to make you like comfortable and stuff like that and do with these words like no bro, like this is BS, bro, like this.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
So,
I,
people caring about you. I think that you are worth people caring about you.
I think that you deserve people caring about you. He's basically just changed deserves to our worth. I think that you are worth.
What do you think about that?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
So,
I,
I'll take a maybe. That's good enough.
yeah.
And it's okay for you to say no because I think this.
Yeah, yeah, of course you take a maybe because if she wouldn't said a maybe, or you would take anything but a no, because then it would be checkmate. then it would be checkmate because it basically it already was checkmate. You know, like you already lost like so much, bro. Like your aura level, you know, like well, guess what? I don't even give like aura levels to begin with. So you started with 0 and it just dropped significantly. Like you are basically about like I would say minus like 1000 aura, you know, something around there. Yeah. Yeah. Like that is bad, bro.
This is a foreign concept to you.
Like just
Yeah.
give it up,
So I
bro.
think you
Like this no, just give it up, bro.
I'll take a maybe. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And it's okay for you to say no
It feels like a win. You know, a maybe feels like a win to me. Yeah. 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 Why not?
because I think this is a foreign concept to you.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to think about it. And I agree that you should work for what you get in life. And also, like, let me put it to you this way.
Well, guess what? Also agree that you don't deserve anything in life. So if I ever hear you say deserve anymore, you know, because like this already, you know, this already was in my brain, like burned in my brain. Like, you know, Dr. K in this session will say something about deserving and not deserving, you know? And like this is the pattern basically he is doing all the time, Blair. All right. And Blair, thank you that you put it like straight like that. All right. Where you said, I don't think anybody deserves anything. You are completely right. All right. You are completely right. Nobody deserves anything. Okay. So Dr. K, bro, like, give it up, bro. Like,
Let's say I
what is
show up at
that?
the hospital with my dozen cupcakes. Like, let me put it to you this way. Let's say I show up at the hospital with my dozen cupcakes. Do those people deserve cupcakes?
No, I guess not.
Bro, oh my
They
god.
I mean,
see,
they
see,
do in a way of like you can make them happier and
yeah, so that's the really tricky thing, right? So, like, I would actually say, even though I know this doesn't make any sense, and maybe this is a problem with the
It doesn't make any sense. No, it's not a problem with the language. You basically are the problem that you don't get it. All right? You basically saying, "Oh, it does make sense, but I just want to disagree." Like this is the problem. You just want to disagree because if you don't disagree and you accept it, then everything you ever said with deserving and not deserving, basically to extra Emily, you know, Pokimane, maybe Jason. With Jason, I don't remember anymore. Okay, then everything what you said there, like, guess what? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. All right, because you just said it does make sense what you say. That we don't deserve anything and we need to work hard for it. Bro, just stop it, bro. Like,
language that we're using. I'd say yes.
yeah,
I'd say they do deserve a cupcake. I'd
yeah.
say that if your life
oh my god, bro. Ja, okay. Ich hab schon hier. Okay, danke. Sorry, my little brothers told me to eat. Bro, bro, just okay. Like I'm talking to a wall because they are not really there, you know, and I am worried that they will never see that, so I will DM them. I need to DM them and I need to do shots of that and stuff like that and clips and stuff like that. So it will be a bigger reach and this is BS basically. All right. Okay, thanks for watching this part. All right. And we see each other uh on the next part. All right. Thank you.